With the approval of the town board, Ron Belmont has allowed 20 microwave cell antennas to be deployed on 9 beautiful streets in Harrison. He has also allowed 2 new telephone poles to be installed, all of which will look something like this. You may not be able to see them, but notice the 4 guy wires that are implicitly allowed to steady the antennas. And notice the power cable too. The town will get 5% of the revenue, which to us is a sellout of the neighborhood for money. Money which could have been saved by not excessively borrowing. Most of the antennas will be in and around Poly Park Road and Kenilworth Road. Notice the proximity to 287 and the Hutch. Also notice the topographical lines that show the high elevation of Poly Park Road. This is not for the neighbors. Another antenna will be in downtown Harrison, at the entrance of Newport Towers. I'm not sure which pole it will be on, but welcome to Harrison with a brand new antenna. At this time, I don't know when the antennas are to be installed, or when they were approved, but I do know this. The neighbors don't know, and the town board has a bonding and spending problem. I personally hope that someone with legal background can get a stop work order or equivalent on this project. Do you like the antennas? Everyone may not agree with me. I don't like them. Please email me, either no@harrisonwatchdog.com or yes@harrisonwatchdog.com, and no will be if you don't like the antennas. Here is the recent April 28th town board meeting where they essentially allowed the antennas to be bigger even before they're up. I guess the board thought they were up already. Watch as long or as short as you want. I'm sorry I got upset, but I stood up to simply ask about a simple easement and was truly shocked to find out that they were talking about antennas and they were going to pass it without notice. I had sensory overload, sorry. Please remember to vote by emailing no@harrisonwatchdog.com if you don't want the antennas, or yes@harrisonwatchdog.com if you think that they're a good idea. And thank you for listening. Take care.
Hi. Crescent Village Deputy Attorney Chris Cipolla, authorization to supervise executed contract for a right-of-way agreement with Crown Castle. The agreement has been reviewed by the law department, and we have some comments on it.
No, it's all.
It's all set?
Yep.
You have a motion?
Can you explain what that is?
You want- Yeah.
Where is it is really...
They'll explain the whole thing to you, Robert, I'm sorry. Traveled all that distance, now you get a chance to stretch your stuff.
Hi, good evening.
Hi.
My name's Esme Lombard. This is my colleague, Joseph Clem. We're from Crown Castle. We're here to seek a right-of-way use agreement with the town and village of Harrison to conduct business in as a telecommunications company operating with infrastructure located in the town's right-of-way.
Can you address the board, please? Thank you.
Sorry. The plan, the current plan is to co-locate on existing poles within the right-of-way in 20 different locations throughout the town and village. And the attachments involve kind of a sidearm mount with a small antenna on the side, and then there's also a pole top mount as well, and that the pole top mount extends above the top of the wooden pole.
Okay.
We can actually provide the board photos and the public photos of what those will look like exactly. We have installations in neighboring communities, White Plains, the city of Rye, and others. We met with, on March 23rd, we met with Council Cipolla, Town Engineer Michael Amadeo, and the Commissioner of Public Works, Anthony Robinson, and reviewed the plan in detail with them. We went over some plans, went over some specifications, what would be involved in the attaching to the poles, and they felt comfortable with the proposal. If there are any questions, I'm
The
happy.
attachment on the poles will be the same thing that you've done in the surrounding communities?
That's correct.
And I brought some copies. I didn't
Yeah.
bring enough for the board. If you'd like, I can bring them up and pass
sure.
them around.
Sure.
These are photo simulations of what we have. The cabinet was slightly larger than what you've seen, because the one that we deployed was chiefly a New York City cabinet that they had approved.
And how many of these are you putting in?
20. And then this is what we call a comm zone installation. It happens in the middle of the pole, and those are usually dictated by NESC electric utility standards. Con Ed, we can't attach to certain spots due to worker safety, cable TV, other attachments that are attached to the pole.
Right. Now,
Do you have a map of the locations?
Yes. You have copies as well?
There was yeah, it was in the original proposal package, which was dated December 7th.
Okay. I'm just confused. It says existing and proposed. I don't see any difference.
And that's what we like. The one
National
box
Real
on the
Estate.
proposed, that's
National
what we
Real
call
Estate.
box. It's on the center of the
could- why don't you go to Mike and so everyone at home can.
Okay, the question that
Millions
I
of-
asked was, in the photo, it says existing, there's a picture of an existing box and then a proposed box, and I said, I don't see any difference.
Yeah.
And that's, we like to hear that response. It's increased from the boxes we had deployed by 2 inches or so in the depth, I think 3 or 4 inches in the width, but we can get you the exact comparison. It's not much at all. And the size of the equipment we attach is much smaller than what you would see from Con Ed, Verizon, Fios, any of the cable companies. And we hold, similar to Verizon Telecom, in that we are a certified local exchange carrier in the state of New York, granted by the Public Service Commission.
So what exactly does this do?
It enables cell phone service for, in this case, it'd be Verizon Wireless. So you've obviously heard macro sites.
So it prevents the dropout calls?
It prevents dropped-out calls. It enables more data capacity. So some of the events, you guys passed a number of permits for events tonight. When everybody's congregated in one area, the cell tower gets overloaded. You try to load up the radar because there's a storm coming. It takes forever. Well, this helps to alleviate that. It's just there's a bottleneck. And with the data demands that, every kid has a cell phone. Some have 2, tablet, whatever else. Everybody's using data, so it's just a bottleneck. It's any kind of road network, for instance, that just is become overcrowded. So major traffic jams. And also it assists with emergency response. E911 uses existing cell towers to locate the distressed caller. And the more locations you have, it makes the location more accurate, while also offering more redundancy. One tower, if that tower goes out, you've got a major area of service loss. These are all separate individual locations that one goes down, somebody knocks telephone pole over or something. There are still others in the area in addition to the macro. So it adds redundancy to their network as well.
Now, the poles, you worked that out with the proprietor, owner of the pole. Some are Verizon and some are Con Ed, or are you strictly on Verizon poles?
Yeah, we do both, Verizon and Con Ed, and we have attachments agreements with both of them. And what we do to get on the poles, we individually license each pole. So we approach Con Ed, Verizon Telecom, we walk with their representatives, make adjustments on the pole if they're out of compliance, or move a wire down, whatever, so we can put our stuff on the pole.
And all of our installations, all of our installations meet their standards. So we have contracts in place with them where we can't exceed certain standards, and we will always meet their design standards as well.
And that's what I mentioned earlier with the National Electric Safety Code. It governs a number of factors of how we attach to the pole.
So basically, you're out there already. You're just,
Oh, yeah. We have a number of installations throughout Westchester County, Rockland County, Long Island, New York City, all throughout New Jersey, Northeast, all over the place.
So in other words, you're proposing improved service with minimal environmental or visual impact.
Yes. And what we do as Crown Castle, and it helps communities and the wireless carriers, is we build homes for the wireless carriers rather than them going out, building their own proprietary towers and not letting anybody else, T-Mobile, AT&T, on them. We build this location, T-Mobile sees a need, they come in, plug right into the system. It enables co-location, makes it much easier to get a number of providers on shared infrastructure. You know, and we're a local company that will operate and maintain all of these locations for next 20, 30, however long that they're viable and up.
So I see 20, 21 locations?
20 locations, yes.
And they're concentrated in a specific area. That's obviously by design. What's the expectation beyond that?
Beyond that, we're not as privy to the carriers' marketing decisions where their needs are, because we're one of a couple companies that do this work for them. So they kind of keep it proprietary. I'd say probably in the next coming years that they'll probably be back just because of the data needs and the population density in this area.
If you read this correctly, you're proposing that there'd be 2 new poles.
2 new
So
wood
there's
utility
18
poles.
Existing poles?
Yes.
And 2 new wooden poles that look like the rest of the poles out there?
Same height, same everything, yeah. And there also are 2 metal streetlights. So during our meeting, we discussed with the DPW about foundations and working that out. We've got a pretty good understanding. We've done a number of metal streetlights, double-arm davits, all kinds of things before, so we're well-versed in streetlights.
Any questions? Thank you.
You call this low visual impact, Marlena?
It's already there.
What do you mean it's already there?
Poles,
You're going to put these little brown things and boxes all over these poles? No wonder
the
why
boxes
Harrison looks
are-
terrible.
Excuse me, Rob. The boxes on the left side are already there.
Existing.
See the word existing?
Yeah.
They are already there.
Okay.
Okay, now look to the right.
Well, I don't know who let that go, too, because that's, it's constantly 2 wrongs make a right, I mean, with you people. Oh, they have them in other communities. Well, we have a lot of junk that other communities don't. This looks terrible. I'm going to post this on Facebook, and they're going to make a joke out of it.
Okay.
Because it's on the top of the pole, and this is in a residential
And
neighborhood.
do the public a favor, Rob. If you're going to post it, then please post what's existing.
I post what,
Okay.
I post, I want to let people know you're implicating that. You know what, I can't take it with you guys anymore. You have no class.
Thank you.
Now you're going to go so PCS service is going by the wayside. It's going to be Wi-Fi. Don't you realize Verizon is under pressure because Wi-Fi has taken over, and you don't need this old cellular service. So you're burdening all the people of Harrison with this terrible-looking thing. For what? They're nice people. You're nice people, but who the heck needs
Do with
this?
them being nice, Rob.
Thank you.
No, I'm just saying, why? Are you that desperate? I mean, you're spending money like crazy over here.
It's already there.
Don't engage it.
It's not already there. On the top of the poles are not there. The top of the pole is not there. Anyway, I'm going to leave now because in the village meeting, you guys are going to bond another few $1,000,000, and already we're paying millions of dollars a year out that could be services to the people of Harrison. The $4 million or $7 million a year is for the people of Harrison, not to be bonding, and who wants to borrow money? So are you making money? How desperate are you? You people are dead broke. I can see it. If you approve this, it's a disgrace, and all this bonding is a disgrace.
Thank
So
you.
I'm not wasting my time with you. I'm out of here.
Thank you. Thank you.
I would just like to make a comment about one of the 2 things. This location that's proposed and existing is actually in the city of Rye, but to show you what we have out there and what will be deployed. Obviously, you can see the antennas the same, the cabinet on the pole. We were just mentioning that what you've seen, because obviously you drive around the communities, is going to increase by 2 or 3 inches on the side, 1 inch or 2 inch on the top, so we can
Okay.
get those if you like.
Just come to the microphone, please.
Who is generating revenue from the installation or use of those boxes? Does that go to you? Does that go to Verizon? Who does it go to? And who pays for it?
Crown Castle's contracted by Verizon to build these sites. They pay us a monthly rent. We do an adjusted gross revenue share with the town at 5% for use of the public right-of-way and administering
So
the public right-of-way.
the town generates.
Yes, yeah.
Thank you. Come to the microphone, please.
Just wanted to clarify, we don't have any of these now, but we're gonna put these in the right of way. Is that right?
We do have
We do
those
have some,
boxes
okay.
already.
Okay,
They're going to be larger by an inch or two? What did you say?
Pardon me. There are none within the town of Harrison right now. None that we have, no.
You've done.
But there's a
But
number
there-
of
Okay,
other
There's
attachments,
services
a number,
that
yeah.
have
Okay.
self-service in the community.
okay, okay. I
Thank
just
you.
wanted to clarify. Thanks.
Okay.
I just wanted to clarify that picture was not, just to make sure.
Up to the microphone.
When these boxes become obsolete and there's the next generation of technology, is it your responsibility to remove them?
Within the right-of-way use agreement that you reviewed, they are to be removed once they are obsolete. And that right-of-way use agreement document will be of public record once it's executed.
I believe it was back up for the agenda.
Yeah. The agreement was.
Very good. Thank you. All right, so where are we on this? Okay, I'm just looking on here. Do we have a motion to
I'll move it.
have a second?
Second.
In favor? Aye.
All right.